There's no mystery in art anymore. There was a time when art was just allowed to be silent, to be unresolved. And there was not really a flaw, it was part of the point, sometimes a great deal of the point. But lately, it feels like any kind of ambiguity is just assumed to be some sort of failure of communication. You are just expected to know what things are about and read art like it's some kind of statement. So all of the pieces of art that reach the large audiences are always pre-approved, pre-written interpretations and pre-selected by the establishment. And I want to be clear that when I say the establishment, I don't really mean the government. The government sometimes can be a separate entity. Now, it is incredibly ironic to me that that is the case, that we are expected to read art like it's a simple statement when art communicates just so little these days. Lately, what has been promoted to such a great deal are pieces that have reached such a level of abstraction that you could not possibly make anything of them. They could mean anything at all or nothing. It depends on how you look at it. There's truly nothing to observe. It's all about the statement of intent, which can be true sometimes, it can not be true, but it's supposed to explain to you why the object, the art object, is valuable. So you just look at a piece, it can be a physical object or a non-physical object, and since it's something so abstract, you are immediately led to read the statement. You just have to know the context, so there's no point in the object itself anymore. The object has been replaced by the statement of intent or interpretation that has been pre-selected by the establishment or institutions that are controlled by the establishment. To what extent can we still consider this way of thinking about art truly art? Is the artistic object still art? If it's not about the artistic object, it is not about art at all. It's just about communicating these statements to everyone that honestly have nothing to do with the object at all. Sometimes they try to be new or they try to be different, and for the sake of difference or novelty, you are supposed to see some kind of value in them. But it does not go further than that. There's no objective or subjective standard of quality, graphic or aesthetic quality to the object anymore. It's about the statement, and you have to agree with it to participate socially in this action of consuming art. Because there's no way at all that you will see some clay or dirt smeared all over a blank wall and think about the effects of late-stage capitalism or the effects of consumerism. In the same way that you will not look at some really random objects, maybe made 10 feet tall, and think about equality or freedom. So you do need the statements. And if you criticize the art or admit that it does not speak to you personally, it is assumed that you are against the establishment and you are either against the values that are being communicated to you through this statement, or you are shallow because you cannot really see them well represented in the object. And the reality is that no one can. It is a clown show, but it is also a psychological weapon. And we have to stop pretending that the emperor is wearing fine clothes when, in reality, it's painfully naked in front of everyone. So the art object is dead, and the interpretation has been pre-digested, pre-written, and pre-selected by the establishment for you to just agree with, absorb, accept, not think so much about it, and just go about your day. Hopefully not think at all about it.